Hello friends, this is Grafa, and today we have the Fafnir team that obviously I have pirated from someone else. Gonna put their link in the description. Agrograu, very nice, very awesome French, I think, Dislyte streamer or YouTuber. And the reason why I'm making this is because we got the Fafnir duel, and yeah, farm and get those awesome relics and get your rebates and energy. So without further ado, let us look at the team. So here is the team basically, and there are gonna be a few requirements, so I'm gonna show the relics first. So Yunchuan needs to be pretty fast, needs to be R2. Hathor doesn't need to be R6, but those stats are very welcome. And you really need to build her with a ton, I mean a ton of damage, like a ton of crit damage, a ton of attack. Tangyun is in here, just a good DPS, and you need an Alice. Alice is the second most least replaceable. Tangyun is like replaceable, but Alice is not replaceable. And then you want a red twin that will be pretty slow and very not attackful. What? Not slow. He just does not attack, okay? He's just there to apply defense break. So I'm gonna show you a run, and I am going to manual it or pseudo manual it just to show. Alright, so I showed you the relics. Now here comes the run, and alright. So first off, you're going to want your attack up. Okay, and then here's what's important. Your Yunchuan is going to use his third skill, and he needs to kill one of the ads, right? He needs to kill one of them with the follow-up. If he cannot kill this one ad, this run is a bust. Afterwards, Red Twin will use his third skill and needs to kill another one of the ads again. Even it doesn't need to kill because you can still add the Yunchuan follow-up, but yeah, your Yunchuan needs to be R2, and then the Hathor will do the bonk. Okay, next up is this, right? So what is important here is the order. So this doesn't matter, and then now Yunchuan will target this guy because he is the only one with elemental disadvantage, but he might target that guy because it's already damaged, which is okay. And then what's the most important thing here is, I missed it, but the most important thing here is that after Hathor, after Lin, your Alice needs to take one turn, and then Tangyun will take a turn. And you can do this by simply dividing your Alice's speed, the total speed divided by 2. And if that speed lands roughly in between where your Lin is and where your Tangyun is, then it's good. Like, I think my Lin is like 150 something, 156, and then my Tangyun is like 140 something. My Alice has around 300 speed divided by 2, that's around 150, and it's somewhere in between those two. So that's important. And now, yeah, and it's okay if this one takes a turn, because it won't mess up the turn order, because your Alice and your Yunchuan will be able to take it. Alright, so when it comes to Fafnir himself, this is gonna be where a few things need to matter. So, okay, Alice will use her S3, and then Yunchuan will use the S3, giving everyone speed up and the immunity. That doesn't really matter. Okay, so here's the important thing, right? Right now, Yunchuan, right now Red Twin will use the third skill on the boss, applying defense break. Now, what is important here is that when he defense breaks, you do not lose a stack of the boss's HP, because if he does, he will attack. You do not want that to happen. Now, another important thing is that because Yunchuan has a chance of applying Seer with his dog, you need to make sure, because right now, if you watch the replay, I didn't apply Seer when in the previous attack. It only applied Seer after my Red Twin attack. So if the Yunchuan attacks, apply Seer, and then Red Twin attacks with the defense break, and then the Yunchuan dog attacks again, you need to make sure that you still do not lose health state there. So that's just something. And then Hathor will do the big bonk, which he will lose a bunch of health states, which is really, really good, really, really important. And after this is where sort of the variance comes. Depending on how your wave 2 happened or whatever, your Tangyun might have skill 2 or skill 3 up. This is why Tangyun is better than some other units, because the wave might end up differently, which is also why I don't like using like Ophelia or any other unit, because Ophelia will not have her third skill up, or she will only have her second skill up or whatever, and it's lots of different things. But Tangyun is very run safe because he can have either his S2 or S3, and either way it'll do like roughly that amount of like just removing the stacks, right? So I'm gonna auto this. we're just gonna remove a ton of the stacks. Yeah, the assists, the follow-ups, it should be good. And then yeah, you'll remove the stacks, and then eventually someone will deal the blow, either Tang Yun or Yun Chuan. And then if Yun Chuan dies, it's still usually okay. And then yeah, you just sort of kill the boss eventually. If you're really unlucky and you don't get any, yeah, like for example here, my Yun Chuan will die, but that's usually okay because Tang Yun or Lin can probably finish this off. Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Good content. I need to make these scripts better, but it's fine. Anyway, that's pretty much it in terms of the boss. I will say that when you're building your units, you want to have your accuracy. You want your units to have more accuracy. I couldn't manage it because it was hard keeping his speed up. And yeah, for crit rate, you don't actually have to have max crit rate, because most of these guys will have a positive elemental advantage, so they're gonna get an extra 15% in terms of chance to crit. So yeah, they'll get 15% crit rate here. And then if you're Red Twin or you're Alice, you will get the crit rate up. So you technically only need 65. Actually, you only need 55, because 55 plus 15 will be 70, and then 70 plus 30 will be the 100% that you need. So you don't actually need the crit rate up, but it's fine, you know, might as well have it there if you can. You only need to build your Yun Chuan maybe for accuracy in order to steal that extra Advari shard. And again, the most important thing is that at the Fafnir stage, you do not want your Red Twin killing the boss. And yeah, your Hathor needs to have a ton. You need to be able to take out at least 2 stages of the boss until the yellow portion, I believe. And then yeah, that should be good. If your Hathor doesn't take out until the yellow portion, then you might want to either bring in some more damage to her. That way you can always guarantee it and make this run pretty safe. But otherwise, this run is usually around 80% win rate for me, which is still okay because this is just like, you know, less than sub-minute run, which you'll take, because if this was a minute and 30 run at 100%, you would still be taking an extra 30 seconds times 10, right? Which is like an extra 5 minutes. Whereas if you're just like sub-minute runs, then that's at most 10 minutes. And then if you lose it, then it's like you wasted like 2 minutes of your life. But then if it was like 1 minute and 30 seconds times 10, then that would be like almost 15 minutes. And then if you lost one run, or even if like, anyway, the math, sub-minute run is better at 80% than 10-minute run, than full 100% run at 1 minute 30. Okay, just yeah, math. Okay, anyway, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get this video out there for all the people who need a Fafnir team. I am sorry to say, but if you want to use this specific run in general, you will need Yun Chuan at R2 and then Alice. Yeah, and aside from that, heavy relic quality. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next video. Get out of here.